Hi. It's coming. I'm Diane Potter, and I'm so grateful you're coming back. If you're coming back, and if you're here for the first time, welcome. Why don't we start kneeling down? Now let's actually start on the back. Take some deep breaths. Exhale, let it go. So let's do 5 gravity breaths. We breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Exhale completely and let the breath rise. It's 1. You can breathe with sound for the second one. Inhale deeply, exhale. Exhale completely first, then inhale all the way to the top. Breathe in a little more when you get to the top. A little bit more at the top. Exhale slowly with sound if you want. Now this time, breathe in as much as you possibly can. Suck in a little more breath at the top. Breathe in a little bit more. See if you can sip any more breath and then just try to release that as slowly as you can for the last 3 breaths. I'll let you do your count. But this is what I'm going to do. Exhale, inhale completely. Inhale a little more. A little more. A silent, long exhale through your nose or mouth. Over the next 2 breaths in and 2 breaths out, I want you to just notice for yourself how much you can exhale on the exhale. Let go, try to exhale as much as possible. One more breath in. Exhale slowly. Just bring yourself grounding into the moment. Feel yourself grounding as you exhale. Letting go everything that does not serve you. Let the inhale fill you up with gratitude and peace and presence. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, gratitude. Thank you. Exhale, thank you. Inhale, thank you. Deep breath in, let it fill you. Let the thank you fill you up completely. Exhale, thank you. And spread your fingers, spread your toes. Reach your hands, reach your heels away from you. Reach, and surrender it down. Bring your hands straight to the ceiling. Flex your hands. The hands are wide. Try to keep that in mind all the time. Hands are always wide on the floor. Let's point and flex the toes and feet. 6 more. Let's make circles. Let's flick the hands and bend the knees. So you're flicking water off your fingers. 5 more. Now, hands over your head, and flick your hands over your head. Flick the water. 5. Let's open and close the arms, crossing over and breathing. Find the breath with the rhythm. Bring your knees into your chest. Hug your body closer. Maybe you could rock on your back, rock side to side, massaging through your spine. Put your hands on your knees and make your bring your knees in circles towards each other. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring them in. Put your feet on the floor. And bring your knees in together for constructive rest. You know what's good to hear is tuck your hips so your entire sacrum is on the mat. And then just let it round. Just a couple breaths in constructive rest. It's a good time to set an intention, what you want to create in your life, what brings you to the mat. It's your highest reason for coming today. Let that fill your heart. Know, send your intention, it's on the way. It'll just bring light and from real strength into your practice. For me, it's usually I just want to get out of my own way and be available for what the universe has for me. Okay, so take your knees to the left, look over the right. Your knees to the right. No, it's the left, this is the right. Breathe. The opposite side. Take your knees to the opposite side. It's like some roll ups, like the roll, tuck your hips, and then roll. Your heels reach into the ground. Push your heels into the ground as you reach your hips up. You can clasp your hands behind your back. Walk your elbows and shoulders down your back and keep lifting your hips. Your chest is lifting, your hips are lifting. Your legs could be drawing kind of towards each other, but if it bothers your knees, don't worry about it. Squeeze your butt though. Squeeze your butt, back bends. Now, keep your hand clasped and just roll out of this one vertebra at a time. Let your hips rest on your hands. You can breathe into the open heart chest. Smile through your collarbones. Creating space in your heart. Do a few more of those. So I'm going to keep my hands clasped. Keep pressing my arms into the mat, pressing my heels into the mat, rolling my hips to the ceiling, squeezing through my butt. Breathe. 5 more breaths. Now get on your tippy toes. Lift your heels a little bit more. Lift your hips a little more. Push your heels down, lift your toes, lift your hips. 5 breaths. And then roll through each vertebra of the spine as your back flattens on the mat. And you're still getting the massage through your wrists, through your forearms. You can unclasp your hands if it's more comfortable. It should feel good on your forearms. Breathe. Feel good in your heart as you bring the energy into your heart. One more time. Clasp your hands, push your arms in, reach your hips up. Reach up your hips, 5 breaths, and then toes, and then heels, 5 breaths each, okay? So really squeeze your butt. Building strength. Toes press into the mat, heels lift. But booty squeezes. Heels down, toes lift, booty squeezes, hips up. And then release your hands, toes, now roll down, one vertebra at a time. So take your knees to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Take your left foot over your right knee, push your right knee away. Use the core to pull your legs closer to your core. Just use this, just using the core a little bit here. Press your knees in and back down. When the right foot touches the ground, lift your hips up, squeeze. 5, squeeze your butt. 4, 3, you can press your hands, your forearms into the mat. 2, 1, clasp hands from help you get your hips up a little higher. Toes up, on your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze your butt. 1, on your heel, lift your toes. 5. Excellent. Oh, yeah. Feeling that. Okay, so keep the knee pointing away towards the wall in front of you. And just drop your left foot and your right knee to the mat. Look over your left shoulder. Hold on to your left knee or left ankle. Stay for a few breaths. And switch legs. So left knee comes down, right foot. Actually, you know, we can actually come into a waterfall pose to release the knee stagnation. Clap your hands, clap your feet together. Round and point your toes, flex your feet, and roll through your foot to a point. And then bring your toes kind of like Barbie doll feet to towards your face, lift through your heels. Let's take a plow for the front of it. Clasp your hands behind you if you'd like to lift your hips a little more. Core is engaged, belly's in. Neck stays neutral. Your feet do not have to touch the floor. I'm going to release, I'm going to roll out of this and we'll get to do the other foot. So, right knee bends, right foot's on the floor, left knee. If this is a knee we already did, switch into the other one. If you did a different leg, switch it. I think I will remember real soon when we get into it. I think for me it's going to be the right knee bends, it's on the left leg. All right, so let's bring it into our hearts for the core work here, and then touch the ground, tap the ground, and inhale again, core work here. Tap the ground, heel towards the walls, looking at, and bring it up, and then lift your hips up. Squeeze your arms underneath you, squeeze your heel into the mat, push your heel into the mat, your arms, forearms, wrists, shoulders, everything is pushed into the mat. Well, not your shoulders at all, but your forearms, your triceps. All right, so 4, 3, 2, 1. Tippy toe, 5. 1 more. And then heel down, toes up, 5. Keep lifting your hips, keep squeezing your butt. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So you can roll down 1 vertebra at a time without crashing. Good job. Arms in a T. Right foot to the left. Look over your right arm. And hold on to the foot of the ankle for support. Breathe. Power in the pause. strength and stillness. All right, let's do some roll-ups. Knees to your chest. First, we're going to tap the floor with our feet. We're going to roll through. Plow to the feet. Let's roll through plow again. Roll through plow. Knees in. Come to a squat. Breathe. Toe squat. Hands to your heart. Or not. Breathe. Balance. Find your core. All right. Tap and lift. To a squat. To a chair. You can put your hands on your hips. Hands up in the air. You can put your hands back for diverse squat. Really press your feet. Zip your knees, feet, hips together. Your weight is in your heels, but it's also pressing through your toes so that way you're getting a little bit lower in your seat. See if you could find Mula Bandha root lock here. The root lock, squeezing into the center between your legs, and then fold over straight legs. And separate your legs. You take a forward fold. You can sway here. You can bounce. You can find stillness, whatever is calling you in this moment. And bend your knees as much as possible. You can work this into your hips. Feels wonderful, actually. Take your hands behind you for a heartbeat and imagine you're putting your hands in your pockets. Enjoy the traction for your lower back. It's wonderful, little adjustment here. You got that. Breathe in. And then when you're ready, you can either hold your elbows, you can rest your hands behind you flat on the mat, getting a stretch for your wrists here. If you're resting your hands, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. You're still getting a stretch all the way up to the hips. Micro bend is always kind of recommended to keep the stretch in the muscles and not the joints. Let go completely. Let go of your neck, let go of your head. I'm gonna get to plank. I'm gonna handstand, try a handstand. Hands are stretched in front of us. Index fingers are parallel to each other. I'll take the left foot right underneath my belly button, just the right leg up. So as I turn up into the handstand, my forearms and my inner elbows reach to the front. My ears are gonna kind of be closer to my shoulders. Exhale completely. When you're ready, your gaze is going to be at the heel of your hands. Really kind of grip the floor. And if you only get a little tiny foot off the floor, it's okay. But if you get any, hold it, hold it. Ooh. Squat. When you're ready, yogi squat, shake your wrists out. Shake it. Roll your hands together. Roll them out. Tuck your chin to your chest. Reach your interlace your fingers, palms to the front. Breathe. Breathe into your back. Roll through your spine again to plow. And then tap your feet. Roll through plow again. Tap your feet. Now come into a sit up, sitting between the legs. Now I'm going to roll down vertebra by vertebra. Really use your core here. So you're resting on your sacrum, tucking your hips. You're resting through your lower back. So the last vertebral, spinal vertebral, and then the next. Try not to crash to the core. It's okay if you crash. You just practice it. Okay. Come into waterfall Viparita Dandasana, legs straight over your, up above you, facing the ceiling. And bring your feet to your hands. Exhale. Inhale, roll up to squat. If you take your legs wide, it's a little easier. taking a squat here. Hands to your heart, toe squat. Ground your heels, come into a runner's, actually toes and heels together for this chair pose. Weight is in your heels, toes can lift a bit, belly's in. Squeeze your pelvis together, bring your bones together between your sit bones, bring that area together, and then exhale. So now bring the area together from the front and to the back. Come to a squat and then to a standing on your tippy toes, balancing here. Tuck your player pigeon. Fix your gaze on a point. Tuck your hips slightly. Reach, spread your fingers wide. Arms are strong. This is how you stay in handstand. Everything is lined up. So, let's try this again. Look at your hands, tippy toes. See if you can stay on your toes. See if you can find the balance of the way. It's so hard. Exhale, fold over the legs. Let go of whatever just happened, let it go. Gonna try some handstands again. So, arms are spread, fingers are spread. We're going to try to really line this up this time. So my wrists are going to be directly underneath my elbows. And my elbows are going to be directly underneath my shoulders. So once you get the line up, right, you can hold it. It's easier to hold it. Then press into your finger pads. Press into your knuckles. I'm going to put my right foot underneath my belly button this time. Lift leg up. So bend the left leg. Bend the right leg. Bend the right leg. And shifting the gaze at my wrists when I try to balance. Keep your arms straight. Really reach your elbows towards each other. Hold as long as you can, wherever you are. And when you're ready to let it go, just come to a squat. Shake it all out. Make some circles with your wrists. Hands. So interlace your fingers, bring your hands to the wall in front of you, tuck your chin a lot. Roll through your back. Toes can tap your hands or not. To the floor, to the hands to tap them. And then reach through the floor slowly, lowering your feet. When you tap your heels, exhale, inhale all the way up. And around. Exhale and plow. Inhale through your spine. Exhale, drop your heels. Exhale, inhale, pop. Exhale and plow. And roll your one vertebra at a time to Viparita. Exhale. Inhale, Viparita, exhale. Knees into your chest. To the ceiling. To the plow. Roll down one vertebra at a time. Use your core till you get to Viparita. Exhale, inhale. You can take your hands by your side if that's easier for you. You can put them under your hips. Exhale, slowly lower your heels to the floor. We'll hover it across. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into your chest. Roll for your plow to squat, to squat to toe squat. Hands to your heart. Tap your feet. Let's take this forward fold, and now let's get ready to have a little flow here. You can shift side to side. Let's roll up one vertebra at a time. Leading with your heart. Inhale all the way up. Use your breath to find your gaze at the top of the inhale. And exhale, flat back, fold over the legs. Let go of your head, let go completely, and look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Leading with your heart, inhale all the way up, ragdoll up. Inhale to finger cuts, flips the book. Right, let's take stork pose or one-legged mountain. Breathe in. Let's rotate the right ankle, left ankle, right ankle to the right and to the left. Left hand on your right knee. Take a twist, looking over your right shoulder. Swing your right arm around for warrior three. Drop your right foot back. Crescent pose. Hold on to your right hand with your left and swing over to your left. Open up into warrior two. Take a reverse warrior. Take triangle. Reverse triangle, sorry. Now take triangle, reaching over the left leg. Frame the left foot, step up with the right, meet it, inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Let go completely. On inhale, come up with flat back, raise your arms up. To the top, look at your hands. Exhale, take. You can straighten the leg if you like here. I'm not doing the first one. I'm just going to take the twist with the bent leg. Breathe in. Swing left arm around as you come into warrior three. Keep your collarbones lifted. Arms, fingers spreading. Heels could be engaged here. When you're ready, get ready for crescent pose, crescent pose. Take your left wrist in your right hand and come over to your right. Open up into warrior two. Reverse warrior. Straighten the leg for reverse triangle. Take triangle. Maybe you want to walk your back heel in a few if you like. Triangle. So you can lightly on the right hand. Really, so you can stack your ribs. Your right hip slides underneath. Frame the right foot. Stake the left right next to it. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up with a flat back. Heart lifts, press into your toes on the way up. Inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee, take the twist. If you want to straighten the right leg, you can hold the outer edge of the right foot for Shiva. Twist. Not Shiva, I forget. All right. Now, swing the right arm all the way behind you for warrior three. Keep lifting through your heart. Grounding through your toes, lifting through your heel, or point your foot, keep it active. Either point, bring the right leg back for crescent pose. Wobbly is good, your strength is built to the wobbly. Take your head behind, hands behind your head, heart lifts. Offer your heart to heaven, breathe. Make it, drop your knee all the way to the floor, bring your heart, squeeze your hands, lift your heart, fold over the left leg. Half Padmasana. You can bend and straighten the left leg. You can take triangle, reverse triangle. Breathe. Reach forward to lizard lunge. You can come onto the top of the right foot. You can even sway here. Fold over the right leg, left leg, sorry, left leg bends, left leg, fold over, inhale, look up, chin up, hips forward. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Left foot lifts up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chin up, hips forward. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Inhale, chin up. Let's take again, one more time. With a deep heart opener, back bend, crescent lunge, breathe. Left hand on your right waist. Reach over with the right hand. Make this as deep as you like. Put your left hand on the floor. Put your left hand on a block. You're welcome. Then fold over the left leg again. Gonna step up into a right leg lift. And now we're gonna switch, left leg lifts up. Crescent, a twist, sorry. Stork twist or Shiva twist. Bring the right leg back and left leg back. Right arm back and left leg back. 4. Where 3 to drop it, to crescent. Flower and crescent. Let's take crescent a little lower. Once you tuck your hips a little bit to get that stretch in for your hip flexors. A little lower, a little lower, a little lower. Excellent. Take your right hand into your waist. Take your left arm over. Bring your hips forward. Your right hip, actually, bring your pelvis forward. Your right hip is reaching back. Your left hip is reaching forward. Take the back bend, crescent pose again. Creating space. And then frame that right foot. Fold over the right leg. Hanumanasana. Exhale. Let's take this in movement. Inhale, chin up, hips forward. Exhale, hips back. Fold over the right leg. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Inhale, chin up, look up. Exhale, fold over. Now this time we're going to fold all the way to the left foot. Fold over to the right leg. This is, for some reason, is my favorite pose right at this moment, so we're going to do it for their flexors. Move forward on the mat. Just keep the left leg close to your hip, and you have blocks if you want to use them. You can rest on a block, you can rest on your elbows here. You can come all the way to the floor. Breathe to the front of your right leg. Be here about 10 breaths. Roll to the right side so you release the left leg. Hug your knees into your chest. Plow pose. Roll through, step on your left leg, send the right leg back, bend the right knee. Take the hips all the way to the right. You can sit on the heel. You can even be on the toes here, getting a foot stretch here. Just fold over wherever you're comfortable with both legs. You can rest your head on your knee or on the left leg. I'm back again. I want to be closer to the part. So if you need to scoot up, you can scoot up. Then go back again. Rest. And one leg hero pose. Bothers your knee, don't do it. Just skip this one. Five more breaths. Roll over to the left side of your body. Hug the knees into your chest. Feet to the ceiling. Roll over and plow. 5 breaths. Hands could come in front of you. Fingers can clasp. Zip your legs together. See how it feels to separate the legs too. Have you separate as wide as you can. Once together, see how it feels. See how it feels to let your feet be shoulder width and maybe rock through your toes to the ball of your foot. Release your hands and roll through each vertebra of the spine. Hold the legs, come into a squat, toe squat. If you need to use your hands, use your hands. I was fast, I know, I was very, very fast. Tap your toes, come to your squat. Let's go slowly all the way up. On your tippy toes. Let's take drinking bird of paradise. So, drinking bird, hands to heart. You're on your toes. You just fold them forward over your legs. Balancing. Use your core. Leading with your chest. Now drop your heels to the floor. Take runners, skiers, diver's lunge, chair pose. Back over your heels. If you can, stay here, back towards the wall. Maybe you can lift your toes up and then take it very, very slowly. Heel your hips to your heels, very slowly. If you get stuck and sticky and tight, you just kind of breathe there for a second. Oh, I know. And then to your heels, to your heart. Let's fold over the legs, straight legs. Release that for a few breaths. Surrender. Feel the opening in your feet, the backs of your calves, your thighs. Inhale, look up halfway. Step your right leg back to plank, step your left leg back, hold plank. Fingers are spread wide. High breaths. Elbows are pointing to the wall in front of you. You can move through your toes. You can come to the tippy toe, the top of your toe, to the ball of your toe. Imagine pulling your heels of your hands to your toes, reaching your toes to the heel of your hands, engaging your core. Imagine squeezing your arms towards each other. At the same time, your heels are reaching away and the crown of your head is reaching the opposite direction. Breathe. 10 more breaths. If you need to want to sway here, look at this here. Look to the wall in front of you. Let's take chaturanga. Slowly bend the elbows. 5, hold in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale the upward dog. First upward dog. Breathe. Squeeze your butt. You can linger here, sway. Take a few breaths. Exhale. Inhale, exhale on your knees. Press through a downward dog. Bring your hips over your knees. Downward facing dog. Right leg sweeps the sky. Right knee bends. Make circles with your right knee. Waking up the hip. And make circles the other way. Try to press evenly through both hands. Knee to your nose. Knee to the floor. Exhale, inhale. Knee to your chest. Gonna come up into a side plank. You can take your right knee, you can keep it bent. Take it to the front of the mat for a fallen star triangle. I call it both. I've heard it called both. Either one will probably be okay. Take your triangle. Let your hands come in front of your foot. Let your right foot go out to the right for a fallen pigeon with a straight leg. Breathe into your hips, creating all kinds of wonderful space for your IT band. Breathe. Spread your legs, fold over the left leg. Now fold over in the center. And flex and point your toes. Come over to your right leg. Fold over the right leg. Bend the right leg and heels lined up with your groin. Take your right hand behind you for a modified wild thing. Breathe in. As you exhale, drop on your heel. Press into your right foot. Left hand behind you. Deeper wild thing. Breathe in. Drop your hips. Bring your hips to the front. Right hand reaches to the front of the mat. Left hand reaches to the front of the mat. Walk, curl back to a nirvana. Left leg is on the mat. Swing your right leg up for three-legged down dog. And place your toes together. Left leg sweeps the sky. Left leg bends. Make circles with the left knee. And make circles the other way. To the ceiling. Knee to your forehead, you reach over your wrists. Your head is over your wrists. Exhale, inhale, reach back. Exhale, knee to your chest. Swing right your foot to the right, left foot to the left. Come into a modified, you can have your left foot on the floor if you like. I'm just gonna send my left foot to the top of the mat. Right corner of the mat for fallen triangle, breathe. Hands come in front of the left leg and then bring the left leg over to the right. Open up, breathe in. Heart lifts like a royalty. Sit like with pride. I want to say pride, but it's another word. Royalty isn't the word. Anyway, let's fold over right in between the legs. Or if you need to put a block under your butt, that's fine. You can swing slide to the left, creating space, slide to the right, creating space, slide right down through the center. We'll stay here for about 10. 10 breaths, 2. Walk yourself back. Take your left foot into your groin, bending the left leg, send the right hand behind you. My easy wild thing. And then drop your hips. Plant into your left foot. Deeper wild thing. Wait a second, he said the wrong thing. Plant into your right leg straight. Plant into your left leg behind you. Sorry, that's the wild thing. Reach around back, frame the left knee, and then send it back for a three-legged downward facing dog. Let's go through that flow a little bit quicker. A little bit, well, we're gonna linger in different places with the same flow. We're gonna, right leg sweeps the sky. Right knee to your forehead, over your wrists. Exhale. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to your chest. To your left shoulder. Stay in here. You can take this to fallen star. You can take a split or a fallen star, hold it. Wherever you are, maybe 5 breaths. Back to fallen star. Hand in front of the left leg. Right leg, sorry. Right leg swings to the left. Heart lifts. If you cannot get your hip to the floor,
It's a wonderful stretch. Even to do standing, you still get the IT band stretch. Open up into your wide fold to the middle. And one breath here. Stay for the exhale. Right leg comes in, bend the right knee at the groin, left arm swings behind you. Pick the back bend. Reach around, plant into the right foot. Take the wild thing to the back. On your toes, right toes, swing back behind. Frame the right foot, send it back into three-legged dog. And left side, left leg sweeps the sky. Left knee bends. Left knee to your forehead, over your shoulder, wrist. Inhale back. Exhale over your wrists. Inhale back. Exhale to your left shoulder. Pick your, right shoulder, right arm up. You can stay here, or you can drop into fallen star. You can stay in fallen star or fallen triangle. You can take a split. 5 breaths. Back to fallen star. Hand comes in front of the left leg swings to the right. Heart lifts. Regal. Open your legs. Fold over between your legs. Right leg comes in. Step up. Right arm reaches behind. Wild thing. Reach to the left hand to the front. Step onto your right foot. Wild thing. This time we're going to, from wild thing, we're going to take the right leg, bring it to the front of the mat. We're going to fold over the right leg. Pyramid pose. Inhale, look up. So fold. Bring your feet together. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. All the way up. Exhale, hands down through you. Just pause for a few breaths in mountain pose. Soften the muscles of your face. Allow your thighs to engage slightly. Lift your kneecaps up. Slight smile on your lips. Exhale completely. On inhale, reach all the way up. Look at your hands, press into your feet. Exhale, fold your leg over the legs. Let go of your head. Inhale, look up halfway. One more handstand to plank. So, I'm going to take the left foot in, under my belly button, and make sure I'm lined up, right? My wrists are elbows over my wrists, shoulders over the elbows. My fingers, my index fingers are parallel, and my arms are reaching towards each other. Straight. My arms are straight. My elbows, inner elbows going forward. Exhale. And inhale, reach up. Do as much as you need to. Breathe. Okay, come to a squat. Shake it out. Well done. Come to sit on your butt. Roll through your spine. Relax. Let it go. Sway from side to side with your knees. Should have told you earlier to get a strap. If you have a strap, some yummy stuff for the closing of this class. You can pause me here and grab a strap if you have. You can do these poses without a strap, but you can save this and do it again when you have a strap. I'm gonna roll to a seat and I'm gonna grab my strap. Okay, so about not quite as high, as tall as you, I would say, maybe. It's probably a good height. So take this and arch it, run. The strap is going to go right into your inner arch. Hold the inner arch, right? The other part goes right next to your thigh, And I would move this so that way the buckle isn't gonna be touching any part of your body. You can just kind of let it float in the center somewhere. Get that all set up. Okay, now, you're gonna take the right knee into your chest. It's really good for anything blocked, stuck in the hip flexors. Breathe. Take your left knee to the sky. You can bend the left leg, hug it into your body. I think, how about that's a good one? You could take happy baby pose here. Half happy baby, and then to the ceiling. Reach through your heel, breathe into the back of your leg. And you stay here, you can hold on to your ankle, you can bend your knee as much as you need to, you know, you get in the stretch. You can make sure you're comfortable here. This is, you get a little bit, yeah, it's gotta kind of be right there in the crease to feel good. Breathe. And release, knee to your chest maybe. Take a knee across for a twist. Maybe you can take your left leg straight and you can hold it in your right hand. This is pulling your hip down. It's lovely. The strap is pulling the hip down. And then let go. Okay, excellent. Let's scan our body, lie down, let your hands flop open, legs flop open. Just observe all the space you've created in your right side body. For me, it feels very, very open. My left feels a bit compacted right now. So we get to do the opposite leg. Do it the same. So this is gonna go right along the bottom of your foot. And be careful with this strap so that way it's not too wound up and not on your skin anywhere. Just put this right into your hip crease, the other belt, and then bring your knee into your chest. Breathe. Straighten the right leg to the right. To the ceiling, if you like, or you could maybe half happy baby here works too, but you've just got to make sure that that's right in your hip crease, the belt. Breathe. And then straighten the right leg and bend the right leg and straighten the right leg. Breathe into the back of the right leg. Bend the right knee. Twist it over to the left in a twist. And please, everything I say is suggestion. Feel free to linger anywhere you might want to linger. I'm going to straighten the right leg to feel the pull. It's like a little adjustment, like traction from my hip. Looking over the right shoulder. Release that. The last pose, you can use blocks. You can use blocks if you like. I'll do it this way. I'm going to put my feet in the strap and put the strap behind my back. Make sure that it's not curved there. Now I need to actually make this tighter, so you might want to tighten up your belt a little bit for this next pose. Maybe, yeah, tighten it up a little, see if that works. So put your feet in the strap, and then the strap reaches around your hips. It's going to be reclined goddess, so if you like, you can keep your feet in, actually the closer your legs are to you, the deeper the stretch is going to be. So if you want to make that even tighter, the belt, that's a good idea. Maybe even tighter. let your feet pull your hips and get the traction for your lower back. Surrender. Okay, release your feet. If you like, you can stay in as long as you want. I'm gonna take Shavasana. Actually, I'm gonna take Shavasana with my feet inverted on the block. See, that feels good too. When you're ready to come back into the body, you can roll your fingers, wrists, and feet. Start to wake up maybe. Put your hands over your head, chairs away, stretching, and then roll over to one arm to rest. For 3 breaths to transition. Come to a seated posture. Bring your hands to your heart. Let's seal this practice with a collective Om. Go, exhale completely and let the breath rise. Om. Namaste. May the rest of your day unfold with grace. Blessings. Keep coming back. Don't forget to like and subscribe.